Hello, Bryan Colter here, Evolutionary Astrologer, for another horoscope report for the upcoming Leo full moon that happens on February 16th at about 9 a.m. Pacific time. And as of the moment of this recording, it's February 14th, Valentine's Day. I usually like to release this a few days sooner than I am now. I've been a bit under the weather the last couple days, so I'm a bit late to the party. But hey, I think it's okay. I'll be describing really the energies as they unfold over the next couple weeks. And if I had to use one word to describe this set of events, it would be passion. This is a time of high passion, and there's a variety of reasons for that. Our first clue, of course, is the full moon itself in Leo. Full moons tend to be a more, let's say, passionate time in the broad sense of that word, because passion really comes from our heart center. Moon represents heart. During full moons, people feel a bit more strongly than they usually do. On average, people are a little bit more reactive. And of course, Leo, which is a fire sign, all the fire signs have the capacity to be quite passionate. Leo, in this case, passionate about expressing oneself. It's the sign of practicing vulnerability through self-expression. It's the archetype of the performer, of the lion, of the child. It's really about developing a more playful, childlike innocence. And of the moon signs, this is a warm moon. This is an affectionate moon, typically. And when we talk about evolutionary astrology and what kind of feelings we want to have during this time, what feelings do we want to mine or seek out? With Leo, the very high frequency set of emotions associated with it is joy. So this is a time of mining joy. And I think these couple weeks, the capability to be able to do just that is higher than normal, because overall, I really love this full moon. There's a lot of planets interacting with each other, as we'll see, in a very positive, auspicious, supportive way, instead of like hellfire and brimstone, a lot of friction and opposition, between the planets. No, it seems to be very supportive. There's a lot of harmony in the sky right now, which isn't to say we'll be completely devoid of challenges, but, this is nice. Really this first quarter of 2022, I really like a lot. And of all the full moons of this year, this is one of my favorites. Now, one more thing to mention before we circle back to that word passion is that as of February 4th, all the planets are moving direct now. And what that means is, from our perspective on Earth, it looks as though all the planets are moving forward. Okay? And this will continue all the way until about May. I call this period of time the quickening. This will feel like an acceleration of events, and subjectively, it'll go by quite quickly. And during this period of time, which will feel a bit chaotic at times, there's going to be this more, let's say, aggressive interplay between chaos and order. Now, chaos and order, that means a lot there, but really this connects to the idea, an event we've been experiencing last year and this year, the Saturn-Uranus square. I'll return to that square in a bit here, but let's just say that right away. We're in this period of the quickening. This quickening is starting off super strong because of this time of high passion. The Leo full moon is a piece of this, but really the strongest piece of this is that we have Mars, the god of war, the divine masculine, which is the planet of passion, is currently right next to Venus in the sky, and it forming a conjunction. And Venus is the divine feminine. She's the goddess of beauty and love and the arts and affection, okay? So we have divine masculine, divine feminine right next to each other, dancing in the sky all throughout this month and March. And here they are forming right as we hit Valentine's Day. Wow. Talk about perfect timing, And I would imagine this Valentine's Day, compared to most of them, the passion and romance will be much more accentuated, will be higher, will be manifested in a stronger way now because Venus and Mars are supporting it. So what does this dance of yin and yang feel like? Well, passionate certainly, of course. But if we take a man and a woman who are very attracted to each other and we stand them face to face without touching And there they are gazing into each other's eyes, very close. And then we tell them, don't touch. You can just feel the heat, the passion, the magnetism. They want to touch so much. It's like you take two magnets and you put them together and you keep pulling them apart so they can't touch. That's what this energy feels like. So this is a very passionate time. Now, where should you apply this passion in your life right now? Well, look to the houses of your chart where Venus and Mars are going through. Right now they're at 16 degrees of Capricorn. So if you know how to do that, look for 16 degrees in your chart. You'll recognize, okay, Venus and Mars is transiting through this area of my chart. Find out what that house means. And then okay, what's my passion project now through February and through March? If you don't know what I'm talking about, I do have a tutorial on my website where I teach you how to read the different houses of your chart and can get a deeper level of interpretation. Venus and Mars are in a beautiful what's called trine aspect to Uranus in the sky. A trine is about a 120-degree angle, and it's one of those harmonious aspects I was talking about at the beginning. We also have Jupiter in the sign of Pisces, its own sign, by the way. Whenever a planet's in its own sign, it's super strong, and Jupiter is one of the major features of 2022, especially as it catches up with Neptune in April. That's a different subject, but Jupiter's very strong right now, and it's simultaneously forming a sextile to that same Uranus, which is another supportive, beneficial aspect. So you have the passionate Mars and Venus trining the Uranus, and the very strong Jupiter sextiling the Uranus at that 60-degree angle. This is beautiful. That's why I like this full moon so much, because Uranus is really lifted up. And the evolutionary intention with Uranus is to individuate, to cultivate more freedom, not only freedom in personal expression, but just freedom and feelings of liberation in general. That's why I called this event Passionate Liberation, as people claim more of those qualities in their life. Now, of course, this is stimulating what I talked about before, the Saturn-Uranus square, which I mention in every single video. Uranus is known as the Great Awakener, and he is very supported right now by Jupiter, the planet of optimism and faith and expansion. Also supercharged by the passionate yin and yang, Venus and Mars, through the trine, okay? So Uranus is really on steroids right now and is fighting against the impulses of Saturn, which wants to slow things down, wants to control, okay? It has a fear of great change. Uranus is ultimately the bringer of change. And there's been this battle between the restrictive qualities of Uranus and the habit energies of the past, with Uranus, this freedom-seeking impulse, for the last year or so. This has been an ongoing event, as most of you know. But now it's coming into even deeper focus in this time of high passion, but Uranus is winning. It's just more supported by these other very positive influences of these planets, which is really good news, And as I've been saying in the last few videos, I believe the frequency level or level of consciousness calibration of humanity will be much higher by the end of this year than at the beginning of the year, which is great news. And there's a lot of reasons for that. But I feel like over the last 2 years, through all the pain and suffering we've endured, the average level of consciousness within the collective is actually lowered a little bit. So we've had this period of contraction, and now we're going to have this period of expansion. There's going to be bumps in the road, of course, okay? But again, this first quarter of this year is, I love it so much, especially this event. Now, as I was riffing on the symbols as it connects to Uranus, that was mainly focused on how it's affecting the collective. But on a more personal level, you really want to know where these planets are in your chart. So look to where Venus and Mars is in your chart. That house of your chart's very activated. And also where the full moon in Leo is. What house is it in? And this is, I got to say, it's a very creative time. Venus is also the goddess of the arts. Leo is the archetype of the performer. Uranus, which is super activated now, is about, again, innovation, Okay, ingenious ideas, especially when it's supported by the expansive visionary quality of Jupiter and Pisces. So just lean into that energy and ask yourself the question, where can I apply this unbridled high passion in what area of my life? What can I create? Whether it's heating up more romance in your relationships or igniting a fire in your mission, or maybe it's a more tantric expression of spirituality or passion in your creative expression. Whatever direction it flows in your life, the goal is always the same, to accelerate your growth process as an individual and within the collective as you work with the astrological energies for your own betterment and for others. Those are the core evolutionary intentions, with the goal being to expand our consciousness. Now, as usual, we're going to transition into the guided meditation. I recommend you use headphones for this because I use a technology called binaural beats to help you sink into a deeper meditative state. And this particular meditation is one that I've used in my videos before, different variations of it, but this is my favorite meditation, at least one of them, where we'll focus on 3 main energy centers of the body, which is designed actually to balance out our 3 bodies. Most people don't know this, but we have 3 bodies. We have the gross material body, the one you can see here. And then we have what's called the psychical body, which is the body of emotions and desires. And then we have what's called the noetical body, a little higher frequency and rate of vibration. And that is the world of our thoughts, intentions, and it's really the world of ideas, which all create this multi-dimensional vehicle for our soul. And this meditation balances out those 3 bodies so they can work in harmony with each other, which of course will then support your ability to express this period of high passion. Enjoy. Close your eyes and sit in a nice, comfortable position with a nice straight spine. And begin by focusing on the breath. And as you inhale through the nose, you feel your lungs expand, the tissues of your body expand. And now exhale, nice and easy. And you want the in-breath and the out-breath to be natural, comfortable. You don't need to pause between the inhale and the exhale. Just in and out. And as you inhale, feel the oxygen fill the lower lungs and belly first, and then the middle lungs, and then the upper lungs as you feel your chest expand. And exhale from the belly first, and then the middle of the lungs and upper lungs. Always belly first. Now, if you can, try to feel the beat of your heart and connect with the pulse of life. As you inhale and exhale, always be aware of the beat of the heart. And now try to coordinate the in-breath and the out-breath with the heartbeats. So try 3 or 4 beats of the heart per inhale, and then match that with 3 or 4 beats of the heart per exhale. And if you can slow it down even more to 6 or 7 beats of the heart, that's even better. but don't push yourself. You don't want to feel out of breath. And now add a visualization. As you inhale, see a beautiful snow white color fill your lungs with the oxygen and then spread throughout your entire body. And with each inhale, you see that white color flood through your body and become brighter and brighter. And as you exhale, the air goes out, but the energy stays in. You want to build that brightness. And sometimes it's easier to maintain the energy in the body if you exhale through the mouth. Both the nose and the mouth works, but I feel it's easier to maintain the visualization and keep the energy in if you exhale through the mouth. And with each inhale, you see yourself as more luminous, a star being, shining in all directions around you. And you see this white glow, very strong, surrounding your body, about 3 inches around your body. This is your etheric body. And by focusing on this visualization, coordinated with the in-breath, you are strengthening the quantity of light in your etheric body. Now, bring your attention to your stomach, about 3 inches behind your belly button, in the center of your abdomen. And keep your attention point there. And you're still seeing your entire body as white. And on the next inhale, you add another color, a beautiful sky blue sun in your stomach. It's the size of a beach ball, in and around your stomach. And with each inhale, it grows brighter and brighter. So bright that you see the rays of the sun shining in all directions around you. The sun itself is sky blue. The rays of the sun are bluish white. Inhale, see that sun glow as bright as you can. And as you exhale, the air goes out, but the energy stays in. This is the main energy center of the body. It houses all your etheric vitality, your subconscious mind. And by focusing on this center, it really helps to balance the energy of your material body. Say to yourself, I want perfect health in my material body. Now bring your attention up to your chest area. And in the center of your chest, see a beautiful pinkish sun in and around your chest. Again, the size of a beach ball. And with each inhale, that pink color grows bright. And the rays of the sun, shining in all directions, are pinkish white. This is the center of our psychical body, the world of emotions, sentiments, and desires. And this is our love center. As you visualize this pink color growing stronger and stronger, feel joy, self-love, compassion, gratitude. Pick an emotion and feel it. And now say to yourself, I want perfect health in my emotional body. On the next inhale, bring your attention up to your throat and visualize an orange sphere in your throat, the size of a tennis ball. And same thing, as you inhale, that orange color grows brighter and brighter. And as you exhale, the air goes out, but the energy stays in. Visualizing this color in this location is very healthy for your thyroid. And it's very healthy as you filter your blood. And very good in times of illness, or even to strengthen your body against illness. On the next inhale, bring your attention to the center of your head and visualize a canary yellow sun in and around your head, the size of a beach ball. And you see that yellow color getting stronger and stronger the more you breathe. Yellow in the center, and the rays of the sun shining in all directions as far as the eye can see in a yellowish white color. This is the center of your noetical or thought body. The more you balance this center with this color, the more you balance your thoughts and intentions, and also increase the power of your creative thoughts. Now say to yourself, I want perfect health in my thought body. Now spread your awareness throughout your entire body and see that white color again throughout the body, suffusing with every cell of your body. And visualize the blue center in your stomach, the pink center in your chest, and the yellow center in your head, all at the same time. And all the rays of those suns have a whitish color to them. And see white all around your body. And all that white color around you forms into a shell of protection. The shell looks like an upside down egg. The wider part of the egg at the top, surrounding all three of your bodies and protecting you. So you see white all around you, blue in the stomach, pink in the chest, yellow in the head. And say to yourself, I want perfect health in all three of my bodies. The music will begin to fade, and you can wiggle your fingers and toes. And whenever you're ready, stretch a bit and open your eyes.